What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great day. I am kind of scared here. I don't mean to set anybody off in a panic, but at the moment, the Cowboys, of course, had their interview with Kellen Moore. And if they want Kellen Moore, they wouldn't announce that before the game, of course, on Sunday. They would have to wait till probably Monday to do that. They have scheduled today Robert Saleh, who San Francisco wants to be their defensive coordinator and is willing to pay him top dollar to be their defensive coordinator. And they have Leslie Frazier scheduled for Monday, who would be their minority candidate to get past the Rooney Rule. Per Jeremy Fowler, first of all, here's what let's go this report now. This report is not just about the Cowboys and their coaching search, but let's watch it real quick.
Files. It is the Fowler Files. The architect, Jeremy Fowler's with us. Or is it the Flower Files? We talk about Lamar Jackson. What's up with his top receiver, Zay Flowers? What's going on there?
Yeah, Randy, here's the deal. The Ravens produced all week practice thinking he was not going to play. He did not practice throughout the week, got a knee issue. He's listed as doubtful, but he took the practice field off to the side yesterday, did some running, had a brace on his knee, and I was told he looked better than they even thought. So there's a sliver of hope here, a small sliver of hope that he can maybe go. So still doubtful, not looking good, but they have left the light on for him just in case. But either way, it's going to be a lot of Derrick Henry, number 22, a lot of Lamar Jackson in the running game in that snow game in Buffalo.
They got two tight ends to work with there, too. Also, there's some key running backs that we're keeping an eye on in these matchups. Why don't we start with Houston? What's the word with Joe Mixon?
Joe Mixon listed as questionable with an ankle issue. I talked to somebody with the team who used the word hopeful. That's kind of where they're at right now. Have not made a full determination leading up to the game. They want to see how he feels today. Ankle issues are dicey. He's had ankle problems in the past this year, but he is hopeful that he can try to go and push through this. And this is a guy who had 25 carries last week, 100-plus yards. Big part of their identity. It's the playoffs. So I fully expect him to try to go out there and play. Could be a workload issue. They want to make sure he can handle it. And you got the Lions. So with David Montgomery coming back, most people I talk to expect Jahmyr Gibbs to remain the RB1 right now because he's really got it going. 365 yards, 5 rushing touchdowns the last 3 weeks alone. But this is Sonic and Knuckles. They'll have a little bit of their identity back.
Yeah.
Montgomery will have a role, but I know the Commanders are preparing for Gibbs in a big way.
It's one thing to prepare. It's another thing to be able to stop the man. In the middle of all of these playoff games, there's the headline of the Dallas Cowboys head coaching search. Who are the 3 candidates? 3 who are.
Okay, so here's what I want you to understand here. This is crazy because we're talking about teams that are playing games today. The Dallas Cowboys are one of 6 teams that are looking for a coach. Yet you have the Dallas Cowboys, the only team that you're talking about a coaching search. Period. Jerry Jones is getting exactly what he wants. But let's go through and listen to this.
We're in the mix right now.
Yeah, so they talked to Kellen Moore last night, a familiar face, former offensive coordinator in Dallas, knows the system well, knows Dak Prescott. So he is certainly a prime candidate in this mix. Right now you have 3. You have Robert Saleh, former Jets head coach, interviewing sometime this weekend. And then Leslie Frazier, former Vikings head coach, now with Seattle in an assistant head coach role. He will speak to Dallas on Monday. That's it right now. I talked to somebody with the team. They said they have no formal requests out, including with Colorado. They haven't formally requested to speak with Deion Sanders. We do know he's a candidate, that there is a level of mutual interest. People I talked to with the team wouldn't consider him the favorite right now, that it's something that's expected. But he is in the mix. We'll see how it goes. I was also told that they're intrigued by Aaron Glenn, Lions defensive coordinator, played with Dallas for 2 years back in the day. Mm-hmm. They would like to speak to him. Will they wait for him? Because the Lions are now in the thick of the playoffs.
Okay, so I hope that they're just waiting to speak with Aaron Glenn and that they have Deion, as a plan B. But could it be that they've already settled in on Kellen Moore? Knowing the Cowboys, they don't like to do a lot of work. They don't. They didn't spend a whole lot of time with picking Mike McCarthy. As Jerry Jones says, deadlines make deals get done. I'll say they get done, but they don't get done well. And they just kind of shoot from the hip. Is it they look at this and they say, we'll do Robert Saleh because, he was the first guy we contacted. We have to do Leslie. And we've already got our guy. No. No other formal requests have been made. No formal requests have been made. We are 2 weeks into the off season. 2 weeks of time that's been wasted. And they may just have settled on Kellen Moore. I don't know about you. If that's the case, I'm pissed. I do not, in any shape, way, or form, trust the process and think that Kellen Moore is the solution for us, for the Cowboys. But I hope that I'm wrong. And please, by all means, if I'm wrong, everybody please come in here and say Mark Holmes was so wrong. But I think they just picked Kellen Moore to be the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. And I couldn't be sicker at this moment. Please, somebody talk me off the ledge, because I can't do this. I can't do Kellen Moore. There's no way, no how. Please, I'll take a ham sandwich instead of Kellen Moore. I had Philly 500 last night asking me, oh, you think it's going to be Kellen Moore? I'm like, no, please, no. He's like, let me go back to it. Dion, Kellen Moore gives you the most. Please not Kellen Moore. Please not Kellen Moore. I pray it's not Kellen Moore. Any more news on this? We'll cover it. We'll be here live at 4:30 for the playoff games, and I think we'll be doing this as a call-in show for the live streams for the channel members. So, by all means, join us, and it's going to get really crazy, to say the least. Peace out.